Hello, my name is Edward Black, and I'm going to be telling you guys three stories about my time here in Marymount. I'm a sophomore at Marymount right now. This is my first semester of my sophomore year, so I've been here for about 2.5 semesters already. And so I'd say that I've had enough experience at the school to tell some good stories about it. So my first story is going to be about how when I first came to Marymount, I I was originally basically I took all online classes for my entire first year at Marymount. And so the reason for that was I was originally supposed to take hybrid online and in-person classes for the first year, but what ended up happening was the uh, in-person classes were on the same day as the online classes. And so I figured instead of, because I'm a commuter student, so I figured instead of having to drive all the way down to Marymount and just, try and take an online class while I was already there, didn't really make a whole lot of sense for me to do that. And so what I ended up having to do was basically, try and scramble and contact all my professors right when I was first coming to Marymount, as well as my counselor in order to switch to all online classes. So I ended up taking them for the first 2 semesters, uh, and which would be my freshman year of school in Marymount. So it didn't really impact my academic experience at all. I still got good grades during that period of time, but I still think it's an interesting story. My second story is going to be about how when I first started taking in-person classes this semester, beginning of the semester, fall of 2021, I was originally scheduled to take 3 in-person classes. However, there were some issues with basically the textbooks were hard to. There were a few reasons why. So actually, I ended up dropping 2 of those 3 in-person classes and ended up only taking 1. And so the reason for that, as I said, there are a few reasons for that. The first was there was an issue with the textbooks. Some of the classes required in-person, like physical textbooks, versus just been using online ones up to that point. So it didn't really make a whole lot of sense for me to do that. And then as well, if there was a parking issue, the parking pass, and I have a parking pass for the first couple days I was in Marymount, in the fall 2021 semester. And so had some issues finding parking on first day. Essentially, just had to drive around the whole area around the Ballston campus my first day to try and find parking there. And so it ended up not working out too well for me. And so I just ended up dropping 2 of those 3 in-person classes and switching to only 1. And my third story is going to be about how I managed to win a number of Kahoot games in my economics class this semester. Thankfully, I managed to study and learn a lot about economics just in my spare time, not even in class. And so through that, I was able to build up a lot of knowledge about economics, which allowed me to do better than a lot of my other classmates. So through that, I managed to win the Kahoots, was paid attention in class, gave me the information I needed. So I won a couple of Kahoots, and I'm going to get extra credit for that, which will hopefully improve my grade and allow me to, otherwise benefit from it. So those are my 3 stories. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you.